front of me. Car sounds absolutely insane, and that wasn't even a cold start. The great thing about this car is that you could truly daily drive this in tour mode if you really wanted to. And if you wanted to bring it to the track, just turn it to the track, put Z mode on, exhaust will open up, it'll be loud as hell. Let's do a quick unlock. Again, this is the convertible. Let's show around the inside. So right here, since we did do a key start, I do have to press that to turn the car on officially. And right here, we are in our tour mode. And here's our other displays. So I'll start over here. We have Bose speakers, very top of the line, high-end speakers. We have the switch for this window. So let's say you just wanted a little bit more of a breeze. If you had these down, you can put this down. And you have your automatic up and automatic down windows right here. And then mirror controls like every other car has. Right here, we have our lock and unlock. Get back in here. And then with a lot of Corvettes, what they have is a electronic door open. So you don't do any pulling, you just like that. And right here, we'll get to this in a second. We have our hood unlock and trunk unlock. Let's go through here. So here's our display options for everything over here. Right here, go here, and then to select something, you press in. So display options, I can have my thing in track mode, so let's confirm it. Display will switch. Let's go back to regular for right now. Tour, because this will automatically change when I change the mode. Your volume up, volume down when you're driving. If you have favorites saved, you can switch between stations. And you have your cruise control option right here. Right here, you have your Z mode, which I'll show you in a second. And then we have our very high-end and very nice aluminum paddle shifters that are pretty lengthy. You can see right there. 2 cup holders. This closes and exposes that leather. And again, going back to this stitching that I was talking about, a beautiful white stitching to have a nice entire contrast of, this bright yellow, bright, some could almost say green, with this black interior and white stitching. Here's our controls here. Some more controls. Another thing I really like about this car is it was spec'd with the same color match seatbelt as the paint is. Beautiful car. Again here, so we have our turn signals, windshield wipers, and our home link. So let's go home here. It is a touch screen, just like an iPad. Stereo system is absolutely excellent in this car. It does allow Apple CarPlay, and that's Amazon Alexa, My Chevrolet, which is an app you can get on your phone, Marketplace, SiriusXM, OnStar services. Car does come with Wi-Fi as well, so you can connect that to your phone. Right here is your traction button. It turns traction control off. Turn it back on just right now. Back on. And right here are your modes. So you can see this display right here says modes. So right here, what I'll do with that is, if I turn it like this, it'll start cycling through the different modes. So now I'm in sports, and turn it again, now I'm in track. And that's the top of that. So I'd go back down. Tour is what your comfort mode would be. And you go my mode, which is customizable. Weather mode, and then that's it. So let's go back to tour for right now. Let me see if we can roll this window down. Let's see if this camera will pick it up. So here's an inside rev of it being in tour mode without Z mode on. Sounds really good. Now, let's go here. Let's put it in track, so you'll see the displays switch real quickly. Or it won't switch because I said it earlier. So let's go to track. That's what track would look like. Beautiful. And then Z. So with these modes, the car's gonna be a lot more responsive. The suspension's gonna be a little bit stiffer, and the steering's gonna be a little bit stiffer. So we'll go back here, put it back into just regular mode. Display designs, link to driver mode. That's what we needed to have it on. So now what I was saying is, if I switch to these, so let's go, I'm gonna go track. The display is automatically gonna change to your track mode. If I go to sport, it'll change to your sport displays, and if I go back to tour, it'll just go to regular tour displays. So track mode displays are really modern looking and kind of simplistic because, you know, people want to be able to see the displays. They don't want all of these ugly lights in their face. They want it very simple. So right here you just have your oil temp, PSI, and then your PSI and your temperature as well as your what your red line would be. So 7,000 red line in this car, a little 4,500 rev right there. Here's all the displays right here. Get to focus, zoom out a little bit. It's right here. Here's temperature for the driver's side, and I can just go touch screen with it as well. Oops, didn't mean to press that. Let's go home. We're gonna actually do that. And then if your passenger wants to mess with theirs temperature, they can do that as well. Go back here, I can say where I want it on my face. So let's say it's gonna go through here. If I just want it at my face and at my feet, it'll do that. If I just want it at my face, I just deselect that and it just blow up my face. But let's do feet right now because it's hot in Texas. Let's do AC max. I'd blow out the windshield, and then if you want it to circulate through the car, you just want it to blow regular air, not air conditioning, you can do that as well. Here's your fan control. And this button right here, let's go through this right here since we were just on this. Pushing that in would allow, once you're in drive, you can see how it goes from D1, which is your automatic mode, so it'll drive for me. So actually, let's take off here. Let's just go around down here. So we're in track right now. So I want you to see how it shifts. So D1, and I can shift it in D1, let's put it back into tour. So I'm in tour now, you can see it's D2, just driving. If I wanted to press this in, so let's put it in track, you can see the display changes, D1 or D2. If I press M, that lets me use the paddle shifter as an option. So now I'm in full control of shifting the car. I'll just make a quick turn here. So I can pretty much drive it out to, and then when I shift, it decides to shift instead of having it in tour where it shift automatically. So that's usually when you get your, you know, higher gears on your highway and stuff like that as well. All right, I'll pull it back into here. Okay. So now we're back. So these were these controls for drive. You'd press up, neutral, you'd press it, reverse, you just pull back like that, and park, you'd push in. So the two that you're gonna push are your neutral, park, and manual mode, and then the two that you're gonna pull, or the three you're gonna push were those, and then the two you're gonna pull are your reverse and your drive. Again, here's all these options, all these displays right here. Very simplistic design on how you wanna control it, but it's very effective. Instead of having those big bulky ones. We'll pull this in. Let's get this glove box open right here. We have access to the new chargers and the iPhone for your iPhone, so that can go here, your auxiliary, your SD, and a USB.